Hi Aries, welcome to your March 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note about my readings. They are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you are a sun, moon or rising sign, Aries, this is for you. So what we're going to look at here are the different sectors of your life, and then we're going to break down each week of the month. And that week of the month card that you get is going to inform your weekly readings. So they kind of feed into each other to give you more sort of like an overview and a structure of how things are going to play out for you. Then you will have your key to the week, key to the month card, which is going to give you that sort of general overarching energy and theme for the month ahead. So before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's get into it. For your actions and interactions with the world at large over the course of March 2021, you have the Five of Wands. So we are going to see a lot more of a social vibe for you over the month of Aries. Actually, well, if you're celebrating in the month of March, a happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope that you have an amazing solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with a little bit of everything that you want the whole year to house for you. So you got the Five of Wands, right? There's a couple of ways that this can play out. One, it definitely does suggest that there will be a more social element to the month of March. It's not going to be as doom and gloom as we've experienced January and February to be. Now, because this is in your actions and options, this is about what you do, right? It's about what you're putting out into the world. It's about your interactions with people. So there's a couple of other ways that this can play out for you as well. Over the course of March, you may very well find that not only is this a more active month in terms of the social circle, this is going to see you getting more active physically. This is going to see you really putting a lot of time and energy into maybe getting yourself more healthy. In another way as well, this could see you delving more into the spirit of competition, but it doesn't feel like the sort of, you know, like the hard sort of dog eat dog kind of competition. This actually feels more like that sense of camaraderie as well, which is actually really nice, right? Which is great. So for your money and materials, you have the Queen of Cups, which suggests that this month you are going to be nurturing and nourishing your finances in a lot of ways. Now this is coupled with that Five of Wands, so there's another way that you could look at this. Over the course of this month, you may find that you are called upon to assist somebody that is having a challenge of some sort. You might be called upon to assist somebody who is having maybe a financial difficulties in some way, shape or form. Now, it's not necessarily going to be that you have to step in and foot the bill for something. It's more just a case of you're helping them get their ducks in a row. So there's a very sort of like supportive kind of role being played here. Now, for your personal finances, this is going to see you really paying attention to you know, what you actually want to put your money towards. It is the Queen of Cups, so this month I will say there is definitely a possibility for maybe not overspending, but definitely overindulging, you know. So, you know, as things open up, you know, it's like, I'm just going to do this and buy this because I can, you know, and, you know, fair enough, right? We totally understand why. Another way that this can play out when it comes to your physical health over the course of this month, please, this would be a good month for you to work on your cardio. This would be a good month for you to do anything that is going to strengthen your lungs, and anything that is going to, you know, I mean, just in general with the world situation, but definitely this month, get your cardio up. Whatever you can do to improve your cardiovascular system, this would be a month to do so. And then when it comes to your home and environment, this is just, I mean, that's invites, right? It's reconnections with family, it's reconnections with parents, specifically mums, aunts, grandmothers, all of that kind of stuff. So I really like that. And then for your communications and conversations, you have the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be a month where you are either looking at going back to school or picking up some form of old studies that you had put on the back burner. This is you deciding, yes, you know what, I want to do this. Yes, I need to do this. It's you picking something back up and deciding to pursue things in a way that is actually going to be really beneficial for you. Now, when it comes to communications, this is a great month for you because it suggests that you are able to get ahead. It suggests that you are able to take on some sort of new, maybe not necessarily new actually, it suggests that you're able to take on some sort of advice that maybe you struggled to take on previously. Maybe because of the person that was giving you the advice, maybe because of, you know, whatever rift you might have had with them. However, this month, this sees you very open to new ideas, new methodologies. It's going to see you really looking at your skill set as well. And this could be a month where, like I said, some of you may be going back to school in some way, shape or form. For your heart and hearth, you have the Queen, the Knight of Swords, right? So this coupled with the Three of Pentacles, some of you could literally, over the course of this month, you could be literally having interviews to do with studies. Maybe you are interviewing with a university. Maybe you're interviewing for a job of some kind. But the funny thing is, it will come through a family member. So maybe an opportunity to get ahead in your work or your studies will come through a family member. It may very well be that this is a tumultuous energy for the month of March. So it kind of looks like everything else is pretty much on point, but the energy around your family, familial ties, etc., does look like it may be a bit of a challenge over the course of this month, and it looks like there might be some maybe some challenging conversations that actually need to be had. The message here for you though specifically is not to be hasty. For those of you that are single, I'm going to be honest with you, because this comes right next to the Three of Pentacles, it suggests that maybe you're learning something about a potential partner, maybe somebody that you have a crush on, maybe there's something that you hear about them or that they say to you that makes you see them in a bit of a different light. For those of you that are already in relationships, partnerships or marriages, hold on. This looks like a bit of a month of challenge for you guys. Now, the funny thing is, it suggests to me that it's almost like you're doing something too hastily, or it's kind of like you're one-upping each other. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of you's charging ahead and the other one's kind of lagging behind, and rather than waiting for them, you're just kind of leapfrogging each other. So this is a moment where you probably want to check in with your partner and bring more of that communication in. So for your weeks of the month, for the first week of March, you have the Wheel of Fortune coupled with the Five of Wands. This is beautiful for things like dance, it's beautiful for things like performance, it's wonderful for anything to do with sports. First week of March, if you're thinking about getting into any kind of exercise regime, jumping on your bike, going out into the fresh air, great time of the month to do it. This also bodes very well for gambling as well. So if you are so inclined to have a little sort of delve into some speculation, now, as always, you know me, I always say to people, don't bet the house, the car and the dog on the roulette table. Do you know what I mean? Like, do it in a measured way, but this would be a great week for you to put, you know, just put a small bet out there. Like, you know, maybe you see something you think, oh, you know what, I'm going to put a tenner down, or, you know, I'll put 20 bucks down, or even 50. But no, you know, don't go crazy with it. But this is a really lucky energy. And it also suggests as well, through your social circle, you could come into a moment where you are in the right place at the right time. So if there are any invites, especially in this first week of the month, get ahead. For your second week of the month, you have the Emperor. So this is you. And when it comes to your finances, this is definitely a month where you're going to want to get things with your ducks in a row. It really does, for a lot of you, it does feel like you are gearing up for a big move or a change of either environment or work of some kind. It's definitely a possibility this month. Pay attention to your studies for those of you that are either in school, college, university, etc. And when it comes to like specifically to your money and your finances, that Emperor card basically says over the course of the second week, you are going to have to really start to clearly define what your wants, needs and desires actually are. For your third week of the month, you have the Empress. So here's what's really interesting, right? You've got the Emperor and now you've got the Empress. And whenever these two cards come together, it's kind of like a new moon in astrology. This is masculine and feminine energy combined where you're going to get something new. And look at this, this comes off the back of the Wheel of Fortune. Something new is trying to break its way into your life this month. Something new is trying to shape up for you. There is a sense here that you are able to move forward in a slow, steady, defined sort of way. But it suggests that whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your existence now, not only is the energy there, but the resources that you need to make this thing real or a reality are also there. This is a great, it looks like a very lucky month for you. It's kind of like you're in the right place at the right time. You're having the right conversations. You're speaking to the right people. Now, your third week of the month, right underneath the Three of Pentacles, very interesting, right? Why? Because the Empress is also number 3. So what this suggests to me is 2 3s in the tarot represent a calming influence. So this third week is going to be easy. It's going to be peaceful. It will be very informative. There's going to be a lot of information flying back and forth in the third week of the month for you guys. And it suggests as well that some of the information that you're getting or some of the advice that you're getting is sound, it's solid. So whoever you're having conversations with, again, very likely to be a woman of some kind, pay attention to what comes up, because you could be getting some really good information that actually truly helps you. And this is as well where you come into birthday season, right? As you get into that third week of March, this is where we're going to have that sort of birth of the zodiac when the sun comes into Aries. So like I said, for those of you that are celebrating this month, a happy birthday to you. And then your fourth week of the month, you have the Hanged Man. This is not a month. So I'm just going to tell you straight up, your familial ties and relationships are going to go through a bit of a rocky period over the course of this month, especially here in the fourth week of the month. So I want you to be aware of that. It does feel like it's something that's going to permeate the whole month, but it's going to get probably quite intense around the end of March. So I want you to be aware of that and informed. With the Hanged Man here, this is not a month to jump in foolhardy. This is not a month to just open your mouth and let rip. This is a month where you need to find some sort of balance. Life is about give and take, right? It can't always be about what we want or what we choose or desire for ourselves. This is a month where you're going to have to learn the spirit of compromise. It's also going to be a month where you have to sit back and observe. This is not a month for hard and fast action when it comes to your relationships, especially your interpersonal relationships and your familial ties. So let's have a look, see what is going on for your key to the month. What is your overarching energy or theme? And this month you have the Queen of Pentacles. This month you are paying attention to your physical health, your body. This is going to see you really looking into how to get the most out of everything that you have. So whether this is you're looking to increase your finances, maybe you're looking to increase your health, maybe you're looking to increase both of those things. One of the things that I find really interesting about this as well, and I'm starting to notice this, yes, how much money you can make and generate really does, it's about your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. But I'm starting to really understand the observation that your health and your monies, like how healthy you are, is very much linked to how much or how healthy your finances are as well. And this month I feel like you're going to be figuring that out for yourself. A Taurus woman may very well feature for you over the course of this month. And this is also a month where you're going to be looking at how to see the beauty in all things and all people across the board. So all in all, I think this is going to be a really great month for you. I think as well, this kind of speaks very well for all of us in some way, shape or form. I kind of feel that because this is like, you know, Aries is the first sign, the sun's coming into Aries in March. The fact that you guys have a positive reading kind of feels to me like it's a herald of better times to come over the course of March for pretty much everybody. But all in all, not a bad reading. I truly hope this helps you in some way. I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments how this shapes up for you, how it speaks to you, what does, what doesn't. I'm always interested to hear, and I'm always open to opening up the dialogue because, you know, you never know. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Take care, and I'll see you soon.